This is Dan Ferraro. It's a new day in Utopia, and you're listening to Bring Me Your Torch with Patriot Jesse, polyamorous Elaine, and not Beekeeper Jake.
Welcome to another episode of Bring Me Your Torch. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Elaine.
Are you ready to get down and dirty with our favorite country boy, Michael Duke?
You know it. Yeehaw!
We're going to get the scoop on what's coming up this season on Party Down South, too, and get some information on what's happened already. Let's give him a call.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going,
hey.
buddy?
What's going on?
Just sitting around, having a drink, talking to a guy from Party Down South. Nothing much.
Hey, that sounds like a damn good night.
Hey, I can't complain. Well, thanks so much for joining us again on the podcast. We love having you on.
Oh man, I love it whenever I get a chance to chat with y'all a little bit.
One of these days, I swear, we're gonna head down there. You're gonna be up here. We're gonna get together, real life.
Oh yeah.
Well, before we get going, I know Elaine and I both wanted to express our condolences. The loss of your grandfather. We were really sad to see that on the show, so we're really sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like I've had to tell everybody and explain to everybody. After he had the stroke before the filming and everything started, it was just a matter of time. It wasn't if he passed, it was when. So, yeah. I mean, I knew it was coming. The whole production crew and everybody behind the scenes and everything had a heads up a couple of days early. So we all knew it was coming. We just didn't know when. And with us having that mindset, honestly, it was easier to make it, the transition a little bit better with having to deal with it. It still sucks either way you slice it, dice it, look at it, but I mean, I'm glad personally that I kind of knew it was going to happen instead of it just being a complete shock.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
but on a happier note.
Yeah.
Happier note now.
We noticed there was a big change this season in the season premiere. Last season intended to be all about Bradley, Raven, and Ashton and that little love triangle that was going on. But, oh yeah. But this season you have like Kelsie and Hunter and now you get a lot of airtime, which we love, obviously. Do you think that was just on purpose or was this the whole storyline behind it and that's just kind of where it went?
Honestly, my honest opinion from the last season to this season is the first season that we did in Mississippi, when we walked around the corner of that, when we got out the cabs and out the Suburban or truck or however we got to that house in Mississippi, well, we ran to that corner and saw everybody. That's the first time we had ever laid eyes on any of us. So my personal way I look at it is the first season, we got to know each other. We met each other. We got to know each other. And even in between seasons, we steady kept in contact with each other, hung out with each other. I mean, Hunter's made trips down here to Georgia. I've made trips to Louisiana to see Bradley and Raven.
Oh, wow.
Made trips to North Carolina to see Corinda. Corinda's come down here and see me. I mean, so we've all traveled to see each other. We've all kept in contact, and that made our bond stronger. So this season, we already knew what made each other click, what made each other pissed, what made each other happy. That way we knew what to do, what not to do, and it just made us more able to have a damn good time.
Yeah, definitely. Did people recognize you when you went out in St. Petersburg?
Oh my God. We couldn't go nowhere at all without people coming up to us. And it's kind of a sticky situation because while we're filming, we cannot talk about production, like the cameras or what happened or what really happened in Mississippi. So, like, you're sitting there trying to carry on a conversation with them and not be the dickhole celebrity that everybody's so used to. But then again, you're getting yelled at, too, by the camera guys. Chris, you know you can't talk about that. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but I'm trying not to be an asshole over here. This guy.
Yeah, you're just trying to live your normal life and have a normal conversation. And they go, hey, by the way, you can't say that.
Exactly. I mean, like, if you come up to me, you want to talk about hunting and fishing, we can talk about that all night long. But if you want to talk about, well, back in Mississippi and with Bradley and Raven or Bradley and Ashton, I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to be a douchebag, but I can't really talk about that right now. The best is being on Twitter, though.
Did they have to sign a release for it, though, to be on the show?
Oh, God, yeah. People, whenever we show up at a bar, we have people to stand outside the bar doors. You have to sign papers, and you have to, if you don't want to be filmed, they take a picture with a sign that says, do not film me. That way they have it for the editors. That way, if, say they don't want to sign the papers, but they still come up and talk to us and will say it's a great scene. They didn't sign the consent, you can't use it. If they sign the consent, then let's say y'all two signed the consent, walked up to them, we had a great night, they can use all that footage. If you didn't sign consent, you come up to me, we had a great night, they can't use none of it.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
You know, Party Down South, too, is really getting a great track record. They're 2 for 2 right now, introducing new roommates. I mean, last season, Hot Dog was the absolute all-star of her season. And this year, Kelsie is headed in that direction. Is she as cool as she seems so far? We've only seen a couple episodes, but I like what I see.
Kelsie, I knew me and her, we were going to get along great. But as soon as she walked in the house, she said, "Where's the Bud Light?" I'm like, "This is my kind of girl right here. There you go, darling. There's a refrigerator. Here's unlimited Bud Light for you." But, I mean, honestly, when Kelsie first come into the house, you can tell that, and she even says it in the episodes that's aired so far, that she's nervous. She really don't know where she stands with anybody because she's so new, and she understands or recognizes real quick the family bond that we have as a cast. But by the time it's all said and done, I mean, she'll even tell you right now, she feels like she's part of the family. We accept her as a part of the family, and we have a great time with her.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's maybe a situation, though, where incest is okay. You have a cute girl's part of your family like that.
I'll leave the incest part to Hunter.
Making out with her.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to let any cats out of the bag, but yeah.
It was a dare. It was a dare.
Oh, no. All I'm going to tell you is keep watching, my friends. It gets more interesting.
Ooh, I can't wait.
If at any time it doesn't work out with anybody, give her my number, please.
Oh, okay. I sure will.
You dirty old man.
Hey, a guy can look and he can wish.
I'm not that old. Come on, I'm 30. I'm 33. I'm not ancient. Please.
Oh no, he's still in his prime.
So, do you think Megan will ever return to the show at this point?
I mean, we all, when it comes to when Little Bit got replaced in Party Down South 1, everybody knew she was not coming back just because of the way that everything happened. Now with Megan, I mean, that's a whole different situation. She had her little girl, and she didn't come back because she was doing the responsible thing, wanting to be a parent to take care of her little girl like she was young. Would I love to see Megan come back? Yes, because she was part of the family from the word go. She was one of those that we built the bond with from day one that, like I said before, that y'all wouldn't be able to understand as much as I try to explain it to you. Megan understands it. Would I love her to come back? Yeah. Will she? I don't know.
You can always visit at least.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, even though Megan's technically not part of the show anymore, I mean, I still keep in touch with Megan, make sure her and the baby girl's doing good. We've actually went to Mississippi. We've done some stuff there, I think last month, maybe 2 months ago. And she come up and party with us and stuff like that. So we ain't kicked Megan out. She's still part of the family, and we still love her.
Yeah, a much happier reason to leave than with a little bit, so that's always nice.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I will be the first person to admit all of last season, I was pretty hard on Raven. I think we both were. But to be fair, I thought she was kind of mean to Ashton during the whole season. But this year, at least for now, the girls seem to be playing nice with each other. Do you think it's going to last? I mean, you know, but...
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, just keep watching this season because there is a bunch of twists and a bunch of turns, and you are going to sit there and go, this person really got mad at this one, or this one really cussed this one out. I mean, it gets pretty weird at times.
It's so awkward in the house, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, there's times where if you just use common sense, which a lot of us lack, we wouldn't be in some of the fights we were in.
Ugh, that's crazy.
I mean, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, watch this week's episode, me and Ashton get into it. Who would have ever thought me and Ashton would have got into it?
What?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, dude. I've been in a lot of like relationships, like Bradley and Raven's. Not a lot, but
she's been into a lot of relationships.
A number of them, and they don't end well at all. It's bad.
Yeah, it seems like Bradley and Raven are kind of oil and water. They don't mix, even though they keep trying to have it work.
I mean, personally, I've talked to both of them on separate occasions about it. Raven really does love and care for Bradley, but she is a strong-willed, I'm going to do my thing my way kind of person. And Bradley's the same way. I mean, it's just kind of like putting two bulls in a ring. I mean, it's just not going to turn out well as bad as you want it to. I supported their relationship from day one. I mean,
yeah,
I honestly never saw it working, but I was like, you know what? I've been proved wrong before. And they say they really like each other and they care for each other and they show it. I'll support it. I don't have any problem with it. But as time went on and we all saw how strong-willed both of them were, it was just kind of a matter of time before they did go their separate ways.
Totally agree. What happened with Hunter, though, this season? He did a complete 180.
Yeah, well, you went from a tied-down girlfriend Hunter to a single Hunter. That's exactly what happened there.
Now, is that due to being famous now, or do things just not work? I mean, not that I want to get into his dirty laundry at all, but
I'm not exactly sure why him and his girlfriend broke up, but the Hunter I met in Mississippi was a fun dude. The Hunter I know now is an awesome dude.
Yeah, and it really looks like it's going to be a focal point of this season, so far at least.
Oh, yeah.
There was that hippie chick last week that was obsessed with Tommy. I mean, she seemed like a stage 5 clinger. So was that just editing, or was she really that nuts? I mean, she was pretty cute for a dirty, smelly hippie.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I don't remember that conversation with Tommy. I was that drunk. I'm sure that y'all could tell. Because I had 4 days off because I come back home and dealt with the funeral and everything. So I had 4 days worth of drinking that all these guys have told me about as soon as I got back home, and even phone calls that they made to me to make sure I was okay. They were telling me about all the partying they were doing. So I felt like I had to make it up in one night, which I know better than to do. Well, damn it, I tried. And I maybe remember a good hour of being at the bar. After that, I don't remember nothing. I remember them telling me about I remember seeing the hippie chick, and I remember them telling me the next day what happened. But from what I saw and what I was told, yeah, she was really that weird.
You were browned out?
Oh, no, there was no browned out at all. Duke was full-fledged blacked out.
Love it.
Duke gave Daddy a run for his money.
Oh.
We know that's bad then, oh my.
Like, they told me the whole time, the whole cab ride home, like, Hunter, like, a couple days before we left to go film, he come down to Georgia, and a friend of mine thought it was one of the biggest parties of the year where I'm from. It's called the Hog House Hoedown. And Hunter come down here and went to the Hog House Hoedown with me. And apparently they asked me something about the party when I was blackout drunk. I still don't remember the conversation to this day. I wish they would have showed it. But apparently Hunter had a different opinion of something that happened at the party than I did. And the whole cab ride home, I'm just like, Hunter, shut up and get out the cab. Just get out the cab, Hunter. Shut up and get out the cab. And we're running like 65 mile an hour down the interstate. I'm steady telling Hunter to jump out the cab. That I didn't care. That tells you how drunk I was.
You guys were just crazy in Biloxi, but you were even crazier, it seems, in St. Petersburg. How was that house that you guys were staying at down there?
Oh, the St. Petersburg house makes the Biloxi house look stupid. I love that St. Petersburg house 10 times more better than Biloxi. Granted, I wish we had the hill in the yard that we had in Biloxi in Florida.
Yeah.
But one thing I liked is I didn't have no stairs to go up. I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't have to worry about toting nobody up any steps. It was all one level. You get up like 2 steps on the front porch, you were good. That's all you had to worry about was 2 steps. You can call me weird or stupid, whatever you want. I was just excited that we only had 2 steps to go up this time instead of like 3 flights.
And forget houses. What did you think about the cities? Which city did you like better?
Oh, so far, St. Petersburg is hands down the best we've been to yet. I mean, there was a whole lot more better-looking girls there, a lot more fun. There was more to do. The people actually in St. Petersburg were a lot more receptive than they were in Mississippi as well.
Forget everything. It's the women are the most important. So you got to make sure
the women and the beer as well.
Well, you can get cheap beer anywhere. It's harder to find cheap women.
Oh, trust me, there were some women in Florida. They were not cheap. Trust me. I paid some tabs a couple of nights that, yeah, my wallet was crying.
Well, heck, you go to Miami, I see some women from behind. I'm like, wow. Then they turn around and they have that kind of leathery, like 70-year-old
The
face and then a
sun.
body of a 25-year-old.
The sun.
You can tell the gym's been good to them, but not the tennis bed.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, so Duke, my biggest pet peeve on Party Down South 1 and 2 is that they do not use the same house twice. And so they did that last season with Party Down South 2. They use for Party Down South 1, they use the same house. Do you think they'll use the same house for Party Down South 1 again?
I got a feeling that they will. And the reason being is just because of, well, I mean, honestly, you got to think of all the equipment, all the gear. There's so much time and effort that goes into just prepping that house for one crew.
Yeah.
And CMT's trying their best to pretty much, as you can tell, making this a year-round, non-stop deal.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it too on the production end, the time and the money and the effort it takes to get one house done. And then you have to put it back the way that you found it, and then go destroy another house and put it back the way you found it. That's a bunch of time, a bunch of money, and a bunch of effort.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then you have to just make sure the house is still standing because your old house, hell, first episode, Daddy threw everything into the pool off the porch. So
yeah.
Yeah, Daddy threw everything off the deck into the pool. Lyle set the toaster on fire and almost burnt the house down. And that's just like scenes and deleted scenes that they show. There ain't no telling what else they really did.
Yeah.
just goes to say you guys are much better behaved at these houses, at least so far. We'll say.
So far, yeah. Only time will tell with this, honestly.
Pretty much anything we say has to be ended with "so far," because you never know what's
Well, I mean, if I sit here and tell you everything that happened during the season, you ain't gonna want to watch it, and you ain't gonna want to call me and do more interviews. So, I mean, I've got to tease you a little bit.
You know, I want to know, but I don't want to know at the same time. It's kind of pulling at me. I noticed it last season, and I've noticed it this season too. It seems that they're really pushing the word vacation. That, you know, this, you're not in a show, you guys are going on another vacation. Were you guys told by CMT to kind of use that word when referring to being on the show?
Well, that's part of the whole production deal that we cannot talk about. We're never being filmed. We're never filming a show. We're on vacation. We're having fun.
Oh, wow.
So there's some stuff that we film, like that you find on the CM or the Party Down South Facebook page, the CMT website, and the CMT app and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like the first impressions of Kelsie, that clip that they showed, what have we been doing in between seasons, stuff like that. We can say seasons, we can say show and stuff like that, but while we're actual filming footage to be put out there for America to see every Thursday night, we're not filming a show. We're not doing anything like that. We're on vacation. We're having fun. I really don't know the reasoning behind it, but I guess it's just a mentality that they want.
One big party.
Above my pay grade.
Definitely. Well,
let the suits deal with that.
Yeah, let them definitely. Well, we thought that you weren't going to come back for the third episode because, you know, everything that was happening at home. Did you ever consider actually staying?
Honestly, I had that option to stay.
Yeah.
After everything happened, I mean, production, whenever I made the phone call and told them what was going on back home, they said, well, do you even want to come now? If you do come, and it happens, would you want to come back? What would you want to do? And I was just honestly kind of floored that they would even give me that option to leave and come back. I mean, I've never had to go through a death in the family while being filmed for a national TV show, especially CMT's #1 show in their history right now. So I really didn't know what to expect when they asked me, would you be willing to come back? I was like, shoot, yeah. I mean, honestly, me coming back to the show was the best thing for me to do.
Yeah.
And the reason being, because I knew if I stayed home and did my normal life, went to work, come home from work, that would have been worse for me, because sitting there and thinking on things and memories and all that stuff like that would have ate me up. So the best thing for me to do was come back to the house after I knew my family was taken care of and everything was all right, to help keep my mind off of it. No disrespect to my grandfather or anything like that, but because everybody copes in a different way. My way is stay busy. That way I don't think about it as much. Yes, I still mourned, and I still mourn every day, but I still stay busy with work and stuff like that to keep my mind off of it. That way I don't sit there and ponder on things.
We know. We're glad you came back, because episode 2 wasn't the same without you, and the show wouldn't be the same without you either.
Yeah, I mean, everybody always told me that. Like, Tommy and them, while I was gone, they would call me and tell me, they were like, Duke, it's just not the same. And I'm like, yeah, okay, they're just saying this make me feel good, whatever. Then you get a chance to sit back and watch it, and you're kind of like, wow, it kind of, in a non-cocky way, it kind of really ain't the same. But, I mean, it was, then I sat back and thought about it too, like, okay, well, if Tommy wouldn't have been there, it would have been the same, or Brad or anything. It's just, it goes back to that family unit we have. I mean, you take one piece of that family out, and it just changes the whole dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Definitely. Well, I think it's safe to say there's probably going to be a 3rd season then.
We are very strongly hoping that there's going to be a 3rd season. I mean, the first one was a big learning curve on how things work. The second one, we raised the bar, not 1 notch, but like 20 notches of fun. And I mean, I've talked to Tommy, I've talked to Hunter, I've talked to several other people. We plan on just take each time that we get to film a season now, our goal is just to take that bar of fun and just raise it and just keep having more and more fun.
If we find out you're canceled tomorrow, I'm blaming Elaine for jinxing you. Just let you know.
You're not.
Well, I sure hope not.
Hey, we're with you. You know, you're part of that family, but I want you to be part of our Bring Me Your Torch family too. You're definitely a friend of the podcast, and we love having you on.
Yay.
And before you go, can you give us, I know, there's only so much you can say, but can you give us a sneak peek of what you're allowed to let us know? Or get us excited for what's coming up later this season. What can you tell us?
Okay, so later this season, Ashton's boyfriend Alex comes for a visit, and most of us have never met Alex before. Yeah, we talked to him on the phone and stuff like that. Actually, whenever y'all see Alex for the first time is when I see Alex for the first time. Granted, I've talked to him on the phone, texted him and stuff like that. But I've never laid eyes on the guy until he walked into the house. Me and Ashton, we get into a couple of fights. I know, surprisingly, the one I stuck up for the most, me and her actually get into it, I think 2 or 3 times. And I don't mean little he said, she said, I mean full out cussing each other out. Of course, the Bradley Raven breakup is already out there now, so yeah, that happens. So you get to kind of watch how Bradley acts with being single and Raven acts with being single.
Seems like a tit for tat thing coming up, trying to one up each other.
Well, now I'm not going to say one up each other, just they're not used to. I mean, here lately in about the past year, they're all they've known. They've been around each other so long, so now they're actually getting to see each other single.
Yeah.
And how the other one really acts single. And I mean, there was times it was fun, and then there was times it just everybody in the house was like, y'all just get over y'all's issues. Me and Corinda both this season bring back more opposite sex members to the house than anybody.
Oh, wow.
Corinda's has at one point 2 guys that she's trying to decide who she wants to go after.
Did they ever address the Bradley and Ashton little quarrel that they had, or is that just over?
That's done.
I'm not exactly sure with their quarrel what all is done. I've tried to stay out of all that stupid crap just like I did the first season. Whenever people start arguing and fighting and it don't pertain to me, I don't get into it unless you come and ask me, then I'm going to get into it. Because if you ask me, I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. If you don't ask me, I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
My prediction.
People say they want honesty, but they don't.
My prediction is that Kelsie and Tommy are going to hook up.
I will go ahead and tell you right now, no, Kelsie and Tommy don't hook up.
Didn't you hear what he was insinuating earlier on? We won't say anymore. We don't want to ruin it for people. Well, until the next time we talk, I think we each have our jobs. We're going to keep watching and keep reporting on the show. And you need to say hi to the women there and tell them I say hi. Is that a fair deal?
That's a fair deal. You keep watching, and I will tell everybody to listen to your podcast is send you their phone numbers. That way you can find you one.
That's why I like you.
I will turn this into Bring Me Your Torch, the Bachelor Edition.
Hey, you have my cell phone number now, so hey, you give it away. I'm all good with it.
Hey, America is 555-1029. That's like every famous TV show phone number is always a 555 number.
I love it, and I'm engaged, but I kind of like Bradley.
Hey, never mind. I'm not going to say that because I'm going to be put on America. I was going to say that's
You're going to make her boyfriend mad.
I mean, there's nothing my gun can't handle now. I mean, if you really want to get out of the relationship, I mean, I can make it happen.
No.
I'm not.
I'll end up dead in that case.
Oh boy, this took a weird direction. I didn't see that going in. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you again. Thank you so much. You are welcome on here anytime, and we'd love to have you on maybe around the end of the season too, and discuss everything we saw.
Little recap.
Sounds amazing to me. Anytime I get to talk to y'all, it's always fun.
Hey, and give us a drunk dial every once in a while too. That's always fun too.
That would be awesome.
No. That right there has kind of got me in trouble before.
And Duke, one other thing. July 23rd, I'm moving down to Austin, Texas. So if you're ever down there, definitely got to meet up.
Oh yeah, Austin, like the old famous Blake Shelton song.
I don't think she knows it. What is it?
Well, I'm gonna leave you with this then. YouTube Blake Shelton song Austin. It's about going to Texas.
That's her homework now.
I love it.
Thanks so much for coming on again. We're going to talk to you soon. You keep on partying.
Oh yeah, y'all have a good time too.